20, I'm here with artist Joe Stu. Joe, introduce yourself.
My name is Joe Stu, 7-year educator, art teacher, also a artist as well, and happy to be here at Articulate.
Joe Stu, you have an interesting medium here. Tell us about this medium, tell us about your inspiration.
Well, this is all digital illustration. All of these are different historical figures that have been prominent in African-American lives and so forth, fighting either for civil rights or being kind of the first in their field. And being an educator as an art teacher as well, I wanted to kind of meld those two worlds between history and art. I've been a teacher for a number of years, and a lot of these figures, they're not taught in our schools. So I wanted to give an opportunity to kind of bring those two worlds together to not only educate, but also to inspire with the art.
So in your classroom, do you share these pieces with your students?
Well, yes. In some ways, they have been instruments for kind of incentives for students. So, you know, students love getting money or love getting a prize for certain things. So that might be an incentive for you to do well on a test or to even know about the figure that we have on these dollar bills.
Okay, so education, artists, what else brings you to sharing these images with the larger public?
The main goal is to really see if we can bring about the change that we're talking about right now in society so much, but almost to not forget some of the steps that were made before this kind of Renaissance period that we're going through right now, and know that there are shoulders that we kind of stand upon that propel us to move forward.
Is there one particular piece in this myriad of pieces you have here that you would say stands out the most to you?
The one that probably stands out the most is the Marcus Garvey piece. And each element in the piece actually speaks to his life. Like, this is the red-tailed hawk from Jamaica, which is originally where Marcus Garvey is from. We got the Black Star Line ship, which is the cruise ship, which he kind of inspired people to get on to, you know, get their pilgrimage back into Africa. So each piece kind of has different elements of those, but that one meant special to me.
Okay. Is there one particular influence that you would say, or many influences that you would say bring you to your point now as an artist?
Oh, there's many influences. Again, I grew up in the Bronx, so I grew up in watching graffiti artists, some like Futura and so forth, like kind of paint on the walls. And each one of those paintings were kind of like a message to the neighborhood. So I like the aspect of actually conveying a message, not so much art for art's sake, but art for a function. So all of those different things that I experienced in the Bronx, coming down here, this is my 3rd time in Articulate, and just seeing all the different artists who, you know, contributed to this, that's all been inspiring to me.
Thank you, Joe Stu, for sharing your perspective on your art and its message.